Hey you guys, I'm going to Prague. It's 1:30 a.m. and I just left my flat. So I was pretty much walking to the train station, which was super close to my flat. My friend Natalie and I were planning this trip to Prague, and it was originally Natalie's idea. I'm studying abroad in London and Natalie's studying abroad in Rome. And I talk about this a little bit later in the video, but Natalie and I are actually in the same dorm on campus. So I've actually known her since freshman year, which is so crazy to think about, the fact that I've known Natalie for that long. I also made my train to the airport by like 5 minutes, which is crazy. I'm just so thankful I didn't miss it because it only comes once an hour. You guys, oh my god. I was disassociating on my phone, literally on the train, and I just look up and it says Gatwick Airport and I'm like, uh-oh. So I literally got off, thank gosh. Otherwise, that would have been tragic. Since obviously it's like super early in the morning, the trains only come like every hour, so not as like often as they typically would. Oh my god, I would have cried, thank gosh. At first, when I got to the airport, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so dead. And obviously it would be dead because of how early it is in the morning. But basically, I had gotten there so early that security wasn't even open yet. I didn't even think of that as a possibility because I get really anxious that I'm gonna miss my early flight, so I just have to be there early. Also, had never even heard of Wizz Air before this semester studying abroad, but they have some really cheap flights. And when Natalie and I went, it was actually Thanksgiving weekend, and Natalie got there before me because she got Thursday off for Thanksgiving and I didn't. So I arrived on Friday, she arrived on Thursday. But the nice thing about this is the fact that Natalie knew exactly how to get to our Airbnb. I actually called her at the airport and I was like, I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. And she gave me great instructions. And also, the public transportation is actually pretty easy to use. I also loved the area that we stayed in. It was so nice. Okay, you guys, this is my friend Natalie, and we're about to head out for the day. Love her outfit, so cute. But she's known for her fashion. Literally everyone knows her for her fashion. She's iconic.
She's being kind.
But yeah, we're just gonna go on a little adventure. So cute.
Hello everyone, I am Natalie and I am here for research. As you guys can see, a lot of Byzantine influences with the pointed arches, which is usually constructed with a compass and a straight edge. Very difficult technique that I would demonstrate with that paper. You can see a lot of Byzantine influence, a lot of Art Nouveau as you progress with that building right there. Very Art Nouveauistic, probably beginning transitions in Art Nouveau, which only hit Barcelona and Spain.
Okay, architecture queen.
As we get closer to where that piazza is, so you see a lot of traditional architecture, but broken up architecture, where it's following an order, but taking its own choices and deliberate choices that are fit the urban context. Yes, also medieval structure right here with astronomical blocks, very gothic, very different from all the other stuff you've seen.
Right when we went, they were setting up Christmas decorations and all the Christmas markets, and it was so beautiful. I just love Christmas time. It's so magical. Guys, this whole video is just Natalie freaking out about all the architecture here.
Yes. You see that second set of windows in the pink building? I've never seen that kind of tribunation done before, and it's actually really interesting. I wish I could steal ideas like this to incorporate in more projects, but
You should.
Rome. So, no, then my professor would be like, no, this is wrong, not wrong. But this is really interesting. It's really interesting to see them breaking the classic order, basically.
Natalie was just educating me on that. What a educational queen. So after walking around Prague Old Town and looking at all the beautiful architecture. We did a little bit of shopping, of course. Another thing I found really interesting about Prague is the transportation system. They have buses, trams, and a metro, all of which are super easy to use. And after shopping, Natalie and I wanted to check out a Christmas market. Honestly, the Christmas market we went to wasn't too exciting. The decorations were super beautiful, and I really liked like the vibe and the atmosphere. Honestly, Natalie and I did not stay at the Christmas market for very long. It was just so cold outside, so insanely cold. Okay guys, so it is currently like 10:30-ish, and Natalie and I are about to go out. We had a really fun first day in Prague. Natalie, what was your favorite part?
I was seeing all the architecture. It was really pretty. Yes, like a nerd.
Yeah, I love that too. I was not expecting the architecture to be as beautiful as it is. And low-key, the Christmas markets were kind of disappointing.
But we haven't been to the big ones, so that's why.
Yeah, we're planning to go to some other Christmas markets tomorrow, so hopefully those will be more exciting. But yeah, today was a really fun day overall, and it was so nice to see Natalie again. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Me when I forgot to film all of today. Oh god. Me and Natalie had honestly a really lame night last night, and then this morning I forgot to film, but we're currently at Prague Castle, which Natalie's doing a research project on, but it's been super beautiful, but I forgot to film, which is unfortunate. But Natalie, do you want to tell them about your interesting morning?
Literally, y'all, I was standing like 2 feet away from Ashley, and I don't understand how she like missed this entire interaction. But yeah, basically I had a rude woman. I engaged in a verbal fight with a rude woman, if you will, like right in front of Ashley as she was on her phone.
I literally missed the whole thing.
She literally, like, this is how far I was away from her, and she missed the whole thing. I like came up to her and I was like, did you just see how that woman called me a bitch under her breath? And as she was walking away, at least when I called her a bitch, I said it to her face. But she was like, no, I missed it. But anyways, aside from that ugly broad, we have been enjoying Prague. I would say we have been enjoying Prague Castle, and yeah, it's been really nice.
Look at this beautiful view. Oh my gosh, so cute. Sorry I interrupted you.
Oh, that was it. I was like, this is nice.
I feel so bad that I didn't film in the cathedral that we visited, but you guys, it was genuinely the most beautiful cathedral I've ever seen. The views from Prague Castle are just so beautiful, and you have to walk up a lot of stairs to go to the castle, but it is so worth it for the view alone. Okay, hey you guys, it is currently, wait, what time is it? 8:28?
3:28.
Oh, it's currently 3:28, and Natalie and I need to leave at 3:45 because we're taking public transpo to get to the airport. Natalie has a flight at 8 a.m. and I have a flight at 9 a.m. So, what were your thoughts on Prague?
I really enjoyed it. It was so cold, but it was really pretty. It was really enjoyable. I would provide a more detailed example, but I'm really tired. Like, I can't. I liked it. Very cute city. I loved it.
I also really loved Prague. It was so fun to catch up with Natalie. I don't know if I said it earlier in this video, but Natalie actually studies abroad in Rome. We both go to college together, but she's one of my close friends in my dorm. So I actually traveled to Rome one weekend to visit her. Wasn't it so fun when I came to visit you?
Yes, it was. We had like a flop night too, but it was
Yeah,
fun.
I don't know why. Every time we go out together, it just like never ends up working out. I visited Natalie in Rome, and that's the last time that I saw her. And then we planned to go to Prague together, and Prague was super duper fun. And after this weekend, I'm literally not going to see Natalie until I'm a senior in college because Natalie's in the architecture program. What does being in the architecture program mean?
You don't have a life.
I was more talking about the fact that like Natalie's is spending all of junior year in Rome.
Yes. So that part's nice, but
I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of our Airbnb because I planned to do it earlier in the video, but I totally forgot. And it is such a nice Airbnb. Okay, so this is what it looks like right when you walk in. This first room has 2 beds in it, super nice. And then this other room has a couch, TV, Natalie, and a little like kitchen area. And then over here is where the shower and stuff is. And then this door has like the toilet. Natalie, what do you think about all the lore I dropped?
I probably would have more thoughts if I was more awake, but I'm like not really here right now.
So I was so sad when Natalie and I were taking public transportation to the airport because Prague was so much fun and it was so nice to catch up with Natalie. And it was extra sad to say goodbye because our flights weren't even in the same terminal. Honestly, my experience in this airport was so strange. In the Prague airport, they only make you go through security right before your gate. And the line to go through security was so insanely long, you can't even see the front. And it was absolute chaos because they had 3 different flights to London, all going through the same security checkpoint. So that flight ended up being a little delayed. And then when I finally got to London, I ended up taking the train back to my flat. But Prague ended up being one of my favorite trips ever. I just never realized how beautiful Prague was. Cold, but beautiful. And then I really liked that I got to my flat at a decent time. So I pretty much spent my Sunday working on some essays that I had due within the following few weeks.